What's Manousos up to? Where's the mayor here? Who's got the good H? This is Kurt's Blurbs. What up, lunatics? Kurt Money here with my favorite bits and blurbs about the newest blurbs app, Please Carol.
Carol!
And I would like to say, please Vince, don't make me wait another 7 days for a new episode. You're killing me with this cut to black, dude. Blurb number 1. I think I was right about Manousos and how he knows Carol's on the up and up, because the way that she got pissed at him last week, which we know the Hive couldn't do even if they wanted to.
Chinga tu madre, cabron!
This actor, love this dude. He was on the new pod app, which of course, listen to immediately. He goes by Veska, he says, Veska.
Everybody calls you Veska.
Yeah, I just think it's easier.
They have some great behind the scenes info. Like, for instance, this was not real dog food, of course, but it was haggis and broth, okay? Vince ate it, hated it. Manousos didn't mind it. Also, I can't say enough about this actor because the way he crushes it in this damn near dialogueless scene that we've come to know and love from this crew. Patented Gilligan vibe. Blurb number 2. Carol and Helen were married. In past eps, I've referred to them as GF or girlfriends. Okay, this is on me. Rhea Seehorn on the podcast said wife. Okay, so they are married.
I miss you and crying about her wife. It didn't say it was about her wife.
Now, my defense, I'm not seeing a ring on that finky, but still, might be. Blurb 3. I'm no longer worried that I'll get bored of Carol only talking to pod peeps. I know I said this in the past, and I was like, how do you sustain this for a season, let alone a show? But great news, they know how to do it. Because now I can't wait for her to interact, because there's all sorts of fun angles to go with it. One, you know, anytime she passes somebody that they're going to wave, probably say, hi, Carol. And now we know that Carol's probably going to flip the bird. Love it. Plus, we learned new rules this week. Or should I say, we have confirmation of rules that we already kind of knew, but it's fun to state it out loud in that the pod peeps can't lie. Okay, she writes it on her little board here, and I love that she says they're also super nice to jerks and stuff. Anyway, back to Blurb 3. They can't lie, but they really, really want to. Carol proves it twice in this ep. Once, when she forces Jeff Hiller to tell her what Helen thought of her writing. Okay, brutes.
What did Helen think of my White Caro books? Larry?
She thought they were harmless.
And more importantly, we see it when she asks Pirate Lady if there's a way to undo this joining. And she makes a great point, right? She's got her number here.
We can't answer questions like that.
Right. Except your non-answer is my answer.
Pirate Lady can't lie, right? But she doesn't say no right away. Her pause, her not wanting to answer the question, okay, is proof that these pod peeps, they've got secrets. Okay, they know stuff that they do not want Carol to know, and all Carol's got to do is figure out the right questions to ask. That's pretty cool.
Is there not a way to reverse it?
And also eerie, like it's scary too. Like we already hate the pod peeps, but knowing this, it's like, what aren't you telling us?
We're sorry you're so troubled by this.
Blurb 4. Speaking of Jeff Hiller, dude crushes it here. Loves seeing him.
You, Shorty.
He's a lot more famous now. He just won an Emmy, and he's been in a billion things. I know him most as the tall, blonde, naked guy in Ghost Town. Remember that, Gem?
Is this a bad time?
Now, admittedly, a 2008 Kurt Money saw this movie and wanted to know why the hell there was a new Ricky Gervais movie that required a tall, goofy, blonde dude, and he didn't cast Smirch. This, kept me up at night back then. Now, 2025, Kurt's okay with it. I don't need an answer. Blurb number 5. We ain't us, but Carol is us. Super relatable here when she's asking what Helen really thought about her writing.
Cotton candy was the phrase she used in her mind, mostly.
Cotton candy.
I feel like anybody who's made stuff, this would be one of the things that you would ask if you had the opportunity. I mean, I know I would. I'd be going, does my money really love my podcast? That's what I'd be asking. Although, I mean, the answer is yes, of course she does, because the pod rules. But I'd like to ask it just to be sure.
Good, honey.
Blurb 6. There's an Adam 12 shout out in the car. Love it.
Just like on Adam 12. Remember how you used to love that show?
What?
Oh, hi, Carol.
It just kills me how the pod peeps cannot help themselves, but give a little context and some background info to remind Carol why she should be happy right now. No matter how many times Carol shuts them down, they're like, okay, but remember 30 years ago when you grew up watching the show and you loved it, just pretend to be that. I've never seen Adam 12. I know it as a ref, but for me, the call sign close to my heart is for Adam 30 from TJ Hooker. But anyway, Blurb 7. Carol's done heroin. I love this whole run about heroin and how casual a convo it is about how she can get her hands on some.
Do you have any heroin?
Are you sure that's a good idea? Remember last time?
And, of course, pod peeps, they're looking out for her best interest, so they don't want her to shoot up, but if she really wants to, they'll make it happen.
The closest unadulterated heroin is 8 miles from here. It's on its way.
And then later, it's so casual the way Pirate Lady is like, hey, how'd the heroin go the other day? she asked it, like, hey, what's up? What'd you think of that new shampoo? But instead, it's about heroin. I loved it.
How was the heroin?
I threw it away.
Blurby. That's the real mayor of Albuquerque. This dude right here.
Thank you for your vote.
They talk about it on the Pluribus pod.
He might be America's most handsome mayor. He looks a lot like Aaron Eckhart.
And he does totally look like Aaron Eckhart. But also more importantly, we see him on the wall in the airport in episode 1. A fact that Vince Gilligan swears he had no idea that they were making that connection.
Whenever I go back, I see his face coming down the escalator.
And it's in the first episode. That's right. That was just
that's right.
A fluky bit of happenstance, but it worked out great.
So either way, fluke or not, I friggin' loved it. Blurb 9. Carol is Us Part 2. This whole taping yourself high thing kills me. And the part that I know we all relate to is when she's like agreeing with herself when watching back herself being high.
How annoying is that chick? Very.
I love how she's like, yep, good point. Good point, hi, Carol. I've had moments, right, where I want to high five my past self, but then also moments where you see footage of yourself when you've been overserved a little bit and you're like, cut it. I don't want to see anything to do with this footage. Fun fact, they shot a bunch of stuff for her to do while she's high, and in the script was her singing Melissa Etheridge. And they didn't say what song, but I can assume it's the Window one. Because 1, it's a banger, and 2, as revealed in this scene, we know that Carol wants Pirate Lady to come to her window. Boom, nailed it.
Why she gotta be so goddamn full?
Also, I love that that's the final straw for sober Carol. That is when she's like, I can't take it, turn it off. This is great because it also proves her point, and the whole reason why she's doing this, like practicing the truth serum stuff, is she wants to know if there's a way to get someone to the point of truth no matter what. And we know, and Carol knows, she would never say that out loud, that she was attracted to a pod peep, especially one specifically picked out because it looks like the dude on her books. Sober Carol would never admit that. So it's right in this moment when she knows it's time to put her plan in action. Blurb 10. What did happen to Muzak? I love Carol's little like Seinfeldian bit here.
Whatever happened to Muzak in elevators? Huh?
I was hoping that Pirate Lady would answer. It is true. You know, we haven't heard in a while. Then they make the perfect choice. We hear a Muzak version of the Caught Between the Moon and New York City song.
Oh, would you like some?
Sure.
Look, it's technically titled Arthur's Theme, a song that won an Oscar from a comedy. Those were the days, right? I've seen this song used as a punchline needle drop before, but I can't remember what it was specifically that did it. And 2, it's not overplayed. I think it's just a perfect choice. Blurb 11. There is a blink and you miss it cameo from an actual lifesaver. Another fact I learned from the pod. This lady who comes running out to save Pirate Lady, that is the actual on-set paramedic that saved Bob Odenkirk's life when he had a heart attack on the set of Better Call Saul in 2021. How friggin' cool is that?
The person giving CPR is Rosa Estrada, who was the fabled medic from Better Call Saul who, saved Bob Odenkirk's life.
Yeah,
that's right.
That crazy day.
I love that. And they toss this stuff out of the podcast like it's nothing. Like they are so casual about it. It's like, what? That's a killer blurb right there. And hey, hell of an ending too, right? I'm still smarting from this cut to black. We're finally seeing Carol flip out again. Like we've seen her mad and stuff, but for the last few eps, her vibe has mostly been sarcastic and like angry and bitter and me. She's loosened up. We finally made some headway with Carol. Like we see her happy, supposedly.
This is me happy. I mean, congratulations, you did it.
And now here she is yelling at these pod peeps, like, get away, I have agency. So good. Like, this was a level of tension we haven't felt since the pilot of, like, this, like, a terror from Carol. And God, it felt good. And that cut to black. The final blurb of the night. Kurt's Plurbs, Burbs, Blurb. Hey, remember that show Adam 12 that Carol liked when she was a kid? So that's a Universal show, and it was shot on the lot, the back lot specifically, and a lot of the scenes, like multiple seasons, were shot in front of the courthouse and on Colonial Street, aka Mayfield Place, as it would come to be known just a short 20 years later. That right there is a Burbs boom to Bitbo.